out of it. You know, filmmakers get to see their movie shown, sponsors get to get some great advertising.
Exposure, yeah.
You know, and moviegoers get to have this really unique experience where you get to watch movies from all over the world, but drink, you know, wine and beer that's actually made locally.
Mm-hmm.
That's our logo. Drink locally, watch globally.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any favorites in the 35, the list?
They're
not to jaundice this voting.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think that there are probably a couple of animations that they're definitely going to be crowd favorites.
Yeah.
And they're really short, so they're kind of peppy and short, so that those are always kind of, they win over, and cute, so
Yeah.
they win over the crowd. And I don't know, we've got some strong, couple of really good documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the amazing thing about some of these animations is you look at them, you know, and you look at them on a big screen and you think, what, did Disney make this, Pixar? And then, you know, call the filmmaker up, or they submit it and you start talking to them, you know, how'd you do this? I did it in my living room, me, alone.
Yeah.
And you can't believe it. I mean, 3D animation, they did it alone and with their computer, and, you know, it's amazing what people can do now, and there's just not, it's hard to get your movies commercially released, and that's one of the benefits to having all these film festivals that are now all over the world, is that it's allowing this art form that's kind of emerging, because everybody can make movies now. It's not so cost prohibitive. The tools aren't that expensive anymore. So, and there's a lot of talent out there that, you know, we hope the art festival can bring out, you know, and help people get noticed.
Tap into that.
Tap into that.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
I think that going back to the audience, what they're going to like,
Mm-hmm.
I think that this year we've got so many strong movies that I think that it's going to test the audience, because they're going to have so many great films from which to choose from, and I think they'll be pretty happy with it.
Yeah, good.
And definitely keep their interest. We try to find films that had really strong stories,
Mm-hmm.
and were pretty easy to follow, weren't too abstract. So I think that helps.
Yeah.
Because if you watch a lot of shorts, you have to have a pretty good story, because people, they're going to start wandering a little bit if they have to. If they're watching 7 films.
Well, filmmaking is a very hard task. I mean, sometimes you look at it, you know, especially a short, and you might think, well, maybe that didn't take a lot, until you actually make one. And it's hard to tell a story with film. I mean, it's actually, it's a skill to figure out how to take like a 2-hour story and make it 5 minutes and make people understand that this is, or I'm sorry, take it. This movie takes place over 25 years of somebody's life, but it's only 8 minutes long. How did you do that? I mean, that's a skill, and it's not only that. I mean, where do you get your locations? How do you find actors? You get, you know, a lot of people do it cheap and they do it well, and it's amazing. It's and so, you know, we see a lot of movies come into us, and it's like you gotta like sort through them, and it's, a lot of them, most of them we love. They're really good. They're people's inner creation, but we know that it's important that, you know, things make sense though too, and sometimes some of the movies we get might be a little bit of a stretch. Usually if you watch them 2 or 3 times, you're like, you know, but it's a creative license. So most ones we bring to the fest are pretty straightforward. And
one of the things that we do, since we know, as we are filmmakers ourselves, and we know how difficult it is to make a movie, we decided to take upon the task of making sure that we would give every filmmaker who submits their film to our festival a review, and then email that back to them. And if they have the opportunity to add to that review, and then if they agree with it or whatever, then we post that up on our website with a link to their site. So filmmakers, even if they don't get their film into our fest, can still get some coverage or get the word out there on their films, which is nice.
Yeah.
So many film festivals will just give you a blank email response.
Yeah,
like
sorry.
Sorry, but
sorry,
hey,
we didn't even watch it.
Hey, submit your film next year, because we had a record amount of submissions this year, so we're happy to take some more money next year. So
trying to give, you know, some, you know, people something for the $25 or whatever, you know, point that they.
Yeah.
If you thought $25 to $35 to submit a movie.
Throw in.
It's a lot of work too. I mean, even the whole submission process for a filmmaker is work. Because you've got to put the DVD in and label your address it and get all your paperwork together and send out
photographs
and yeah, it's just a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, so, you know.
It's a hard art form.
All right.
But it's getting cheaper.
Yeah.
So give it a shot.
Well, and this is festival number 2?
Yes. Yeah.
It's festival number 2. It's the 2nd annual, but we actually had several events this year. Like I said earlier, we did one at Rockwall Winery in March, 2 nights. We did one in Tigueris Winery in Richland. And we're actually going to have a Best of Fest event up in Osuyus, September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. It's going to be some of these movies, if you miss them here, you'll be able to see them up in Osuyus, but there'll be additional ones. And again, it's going to be wine tasting and movies at the Inknip Desert Cultural Center. And, we'll be putting out some ads and stuff for that to remind people. But check out our website, which is www.tumbleweedfilmfest.com. And, we'll be posting what's going on with that event as soon as we get through this weekend. So.
Well, and we want to invite everybody out this weekend, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's give those locations and times again here.
Sure. So, Mo, you want to start off with the...
Okay, so tonight we had at Veranda Beach, and the event starts at 7. Movies start at dusk. We're thinking hopefully 9:15. Some will be dark.
And you can go to the addresses for Veranda Beach. It's 299 East Lake Road, and that's in Oroville. And their phone number is 509-476-4000. Or you can go to basically go to our website, tumbleweedfilmfest.com, and we've got a page there devoted to that event.
Find the information there.
So people can go to that page and then look up specifics like what you can have at the barbecue and what types of what wineries are going to be there, and basically get an idea for some of the films as well.
Yeah. So that's tonight, and then tomorrow night, Alpine Brewing in downtown Orville, which there'll be beer, wine, food, and great movies, shorts.
Yeah, and that's at 821 14th Avenue in Orville.
Oh, and Saturday night's going to be at Esterbricks Winery, which is pretty much right in between Tonasket and Orville. And again, Esterbricks wines, beautiful scenery, and great short movies. And the address?
That's on Swanson Road. But
you go to our website.
Yeah.
Look up the address, and then there'll be a band there. Jazz.
The Jazz Celebration again.
Jazz Celebration.
Well, most folks will know where. It's Swanson Mill.
Yeah, it is. It's 42 Swanson Mill Road, and
we'll have some signs out there and stuff. And you have a phone number?
The phone number is 509-476-2861.
Esterbricks.
Yeah, Esterbricks. And again, their website is esterbricks.com, and it's ESTHERBRICQUES.com.
QU.
Yes.
No K.
And like Geoff said, every night different movies, different things going on. Some nights music, some nights barbecue, some nights fancy cheese. So come out to all if you can.
Great wines overall.
Yeah, great wine and beer.
Well, thanks for all the work to put these things together. I think it's a great addition to our community and things going on locally. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, John.
We'll just keep rolling back to town.
There you go.
Here.
And look forward to our visits and hearing what's going on. Be sure to let us know as the events develop in Osuyus or other places. We'd be glad to help pass the word along and keep people supporting independent film. Huh?
And maybe next year we'll bring Tumby, our mascot, along.
Yeah, Tumby. I hear there's a request for his appearance.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Is that a correct gender? Is Tumby a he?
Tumby doesn't really have a gender.
It's like a snail.
Tumbleweeds never do. Okay, we'll leave that one right where it is.
Reject from the Teletubbies.
All right. Well, Geoff, Mo, and Tim, thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot, John.
And check out the Tumbleweed Film Festival going on today, tomorrow, and Saturday in the Oroville area. We're going to take a commercial break and have more after this.